Сначала катха будет, потом Гуру Пуджа.
Готовы?
Да, давайте.
Радио запущено.
Угу, давайте сюда. Это дом Мурари Гупты. Ситарам Лакшман Хануман здесь, божества. Это божества не Мурари Гупты. Они уже потом были установлены. Сначала Мурари Гупта был большим преданным Господа Рамачандры. Чайтанья Махапрабху сказал ему: почему ты поклоняешься Рамачандре? Ты должен поклоняться Радхи Кришне. Это высшая форма Господа. Радхи Кришна, ты должен им поклоняться. Почему ты поклоняешься Господу Рамачандре? Мурари Гупта вернулся домой, и в эту ночь он вообще не мог спать. На следующее утро он пришел к Чайтанье Махапрабху и сказал Махапрабху: я решил расстаться с жизнью. Ты велел мне поклоняться Радхи Кришне и бросить поклонение Господу Рамачандре, но мое сердце не разрешает мне это делать. В своем сердце я должен поклоняться Господу Рамачандре. Я не могу бросить это поклонение Господу Рамачандре. Господь Чайтанья Махапрабху ответил Мурари Гупте: Мурари, ты не отличен от Ханумана. Ты должен продолжать поклоняться Господу Рамачандре. Как Хануман не думает о том, верховный ли Господь Рама. Он просто поклоняется Господу Раме. И когда Кришна был в Двараке, они отправили Гаруду: давай, принеси нам Ханумана, приведи его. И Гаруда приведел к Хануману. И когда Господь Рамачандра покинул этот мир, Хануман остался здесь, он не вернулся назад в Гуру. Он живет на Кимпурушалоке в Бумандале. Хануман обитает там. На Бумандале. Это просто другая планета. И Господь Рамачандра, когда собирался возвращаться, он велел Хануману остаться здесь. Он сказал: и где бы ни происходила Рамакатха, ты должен был находиться здесь. Поэтому Хануман сейчас здесь. И так Гаруда прилетел к Хануману и сказал Хануману: Господь Кришна в Двараке хочет тебя видеть. И Хануман сказал: ну, я не хочу, не пойду. И Гаруда вернулся в Двараку и сказал Господу Кришне. Я ему сказал, но он вообще ничего не сделал, не двинулся с места. Господь Рама ответил: почему ты сказал ему: я хочу тебя видеть? Нужно сказать: Господь Рама хочет тебя видеть. Господь Рама хочет тебя видеть прямо сейчас. И тогда он прилетит с тобой, и тогда Гаруда вернулся в Двараку.
We have that mood. He's completely devoted to Lord Ramachandra. So Murari Gupta was in that same mood. He was a very humble Vaishnava. And his diaries were very important because he witnessed all the childhood Leela of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he kept diaries about it all. So when it came time to write Chaitanya Bhagavad and Chaitanya Mangal, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, these diaries were very important because they had all the information about the childhood pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Murari Gupta did this very important service. And he was very, very humble. He would go to Jagannath Puri every year for the Rath Yatra along with Shivananda Sen. He would take the company of Shivananda Sen and go to Jagannath Puri. And Lord Chaitanya, at that time, he would receive all the different devotees coming from Mayapur. And he knew that Murari Gupta was there. I said, "Where is Murari?" Murari would be sitting way in the back. And Lord Chaitanya would point him out and say, "This is Murari. He's very humble soul." And he would request Murari to come forward and to give him an embrace. So Murari Gupta was such a great soul. He lived here in this place. And we're remembering his pastime, coming here today to offer obeisances. Right? There was another pastime took place also with Murari Gupta, that Murari Gupta was speaking something which was not pleasing to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu was listening, and he came forward and he passed urine right on the food of Murari Gupta.
That was my small boy.
Go ahead.
I think anyway, yeah, he did that.
Yeah, he did that, yeah.
There's another one I'd like to tell.
Yeah, it was a small boy who did that. Murari Gupta witnesses these kind of events. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a small boy doing these kind of things, passing urine on his foot.
Murari Gupta's diary is the basis of, used in many other books about Lord Chaitanya.
We had that.
Huh?
I said that.
So there was another time, Lord Chaitanya, he came to Murari's house, and he went in the puja room, and he picked up a water pot, and then he put it on his nose, but he took the form of the boar. He was chanting, "Boar, boar, boar," and he actually took the Braha form with hooves. And he said, "Murari Gupta, worship me, worship me." And Murari was like, "How can I worship you? I'm nobody. You are so great. You have to worship me." And then finally Murari just was able to, remember all the different incarnations and pastimes of the Lord and glorify Him. And then Lord Chaitanya, in the form of the boar, he started blaspheming the Mayavadis and saying how the Vedas, they say I don't have a form, they say I don't have eyes and ears, and he was criticizing the Vedas, and he especially criticized Prakasananda Saraswati. So there's one sannyasi in Benares, he never understood, even though he got leprosy, he never understood. Favor, many times like that. Another time, Lord Chaitanya rode around on his back. He had him saying, "You're Garuda," but anyway, he's Hanuman. Lord Chaitanya wrote Rama.
Yeah, by profession, Murari Gupta was a Vaidya. He was a doctor. So one time happened, Lord Chaitanya had taken too much prasadam. He had some indigestion. And he came to Murari Gupta. And Murari Gupta had a special pot. He gave the water to Lord Chaitanya to drink and cured his indigestion. So Murari Gupta, he could heal the physical diseases and the spiritual diseases. We need these kind of doctors. Not just only take care of the physical, but also the spiritual. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu valued so much the association of Murari Gupta.
Would argue with him, because Nimai argued with everybody, and he would always defeat everybody. But at least one time with Murari, Murari defeated him. And he said, just see, he was very happy, but a very special associate of Lord Chaitanya, very intimate. So we're very fortunate to be in this place.
One time Murari Gupta wanted to commit suicide, and he had a knife. He was ready, he wanted to kill himself. But Lord Chaitanya, because he's the Supreme Lord, he's omniscient, and he could understand what was going on in the mind of Murari. And Lord Chaitanya came to Murari and told him, you cannot get the mercy of Krishna just by committing suicide. That's not going to take you back to Godhead. You give that weapon to me. And this way Lord Chaitanya took away, Lord Chaitanya took away the knife.
Why did he want to suicide?
Mike কাজ করছে না
Why was he thinking of suicide?
Hare Krishna, yes, okay.
Yeah, why? You know, why was he thinking of suicide?
No, do you know?
I'm not sure.
It's not told.
I thought it was because he couldn't stop worshiping Ram.
Huh?
I was thinking it was because he couldn't give up the worship of Ram, but I'm not sure. Lord Chaitanya said, give me that knife. He said, what knife? I don't have any knife. And then Lord Chaitanya told him exactly where the knife was. So he stopped it.
Okay, what else you want to talk about? Where are we? Is this Simantadweep or is this Antardweep? Oh, now we're in Antardweep. So Antardweep is the place of Atmanivedanam. So who is our example of Atmanivedanam? Bali Maharaj. Yes. Anybody else? You know? Rukmini was also, she's also described as having that mood, Atmanivedanam, in her service to Lord Krishna. She was ready to sacrifice everything for the service of Lord Krishna. So Bali Maharaj, of course, is the usual example, but Rukmini Devi is also mentioned as having that mood of Atmanivedanam, giving up everything for the service of Lord Krishna. Of the 9 kinds of devotional service, Sakya, befriending, and Atmanivedana, full surrender, are described to be very rarely achieved, very difficult to attain to that level of devotional service. We are encouraged to cultivate good hearing and chanting. This is the roots of our creeper of devotion. But to practice Sakyam and Atmanivedanam, you have to come to that level of Raga Bhakti. You have to have a very high level of devotional service.
Chaitanya Murti is there. There Vatsyan Saraswati Thakur worshipped Devotee Gokulananda. Then his Samadhi is there. Radha Kund, Shyam Kund is there. We will talk about that, then we will just have darshan there.
Okay.
Vatsyan Saraswati Thakur Bhajan Kutti.
Okay.
And then Srivas Sangam Gadadhar.
Are we going to go there? So we're going to go to the Chaitanya Mat, and in the Chaitanya Mat you'll see there's a Samadhi of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. There's also the Gorkishore Das Babaji Samadhi. His Samadhi was moved. Gorkishore Das Babaji's Samadhi originally was over in Navadvip, right? Was it? Anyway, it was in another place. But because the Ganga moved, so they had to move the Samadhi. and they brought the Samadhi over to the Chaitanya Mat. So Gaurkishore Das Babaji's Samadhi is there. And also they have Radhakund and Shamakund, and they have their own Govardhan Hill also. So we'll speak about these things a little bit here, because once we get in the Chaitanya Mat, we won't be able to have Katha there. The deities in Gaudiya and Chaitanya Mat are Gandharvika Giridhari, installed by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. Very beautiful deities. Please get darshan, have a darshan of Gandharvika Giridhari. And you'll see also they have the 4 acharyas situated around the altar, around the temple. As you go around the altar, you'll see they have the 4 different acharyas: Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, Vishnu Swami, and Nimbarkacharya. And each of their philosophical doctrines are there. To show that Mahaprabhu brought the essence, he brought the 4 sampradayas together. We're not opposing these other Vaishnava sampradayas. Mahaprabhu's mission was to unite these sampradayas.
We will go to Shiva Sangam, Gadadhar Pandit and Advaita Acharyas.
Yes, we will also be passing the Shiva Sangam, where Chankasi broke the Madanga. We'll see that place, and then we'll see also the residence of Gadadhar Pandit and Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya had a house here in Mayapur. He also has, of course, his house in Shantipur. Now, tomorrow's Ekadasi, is it?
Yeah.
Huh? Tomorrow's Ekadasi, and the day after Ekadasi is the Shantipur festival. That is also the day of the disappearance of Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puri was the spiritual master of Advaita Acharya. So Advaita Acharya always celebrated the festival in honor of his Guru Maharaj. And when Advaita Acharya was present, he would organize very, very big festival and distribute a lot of prasadam. So they could not maintain it. The family, some years ago, they came to Mayapur and they begged Jayapataka Swami Maharaj and the ISKCON devotees that, can you please help us to do this festival? So now every year we go there to Shantipur and we arrange the prasadam distribution. So it said everyone who distributes prasadam, everyone who gets prasadam, everyone who helps to do something for the prasadam, they get Krishna Prem. So you're all invited to go there to Shantipur. There's a free bus. The bus services are there to bring you to Shantipur and bring you back. And the prasadam is there, and Krishna Prem is waiting for all of you. So we hope you will all go to Shantipur. The Bengali devotees, they all love to go. And so you have to be quick and get in the bus before them. If the Bengalis get there first, you'll never get in the bus.
And please hang around to serve, because it gets busier and busier as the day goes on. A lot of devotees, they come and serve for a little while, then they get on the bus to go back. And then there's always a few Chinese, but they're not here anymore, and Russians, and they stay and work until the end, because a total of 40,000 plates, so we need a lot of servers. Also Chaitanya Mat, that's the place where Bhaktisiddhanta did his Namavrata, where he chanted 300,000 names daily for 9 years and 3 months or something to get empowered for preaching. It definitely worked. He took full shelter of the holy name at that place. There was nothing else there then at the time. And then later this was the first Gaudiya Mat in Mayapur, a very holy place. And then Govardhan, Radhakund, Shamakund are not different than the ones in Vrindavan, manifested by the internal mood of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Atmani Veda.
Okay. So His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj has kindly come here.